Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. On this channel I'm documenting my journey playing Gran Turismo, all sorts of racing sims, but at the moment we're looking at Gran Turismo. And all of this week I've been working in the sport section of the game, and the mode that we've been running is daily races and Race B. Now Race B is the Michelin Raceway Road in Atlanta. We are running in Group 4 cars, which is the Subaru WRX. It's 6 laps, 16 cars, and it's been an absolute punt fest, if I am perfectly honest. It's been a complete and utter nightmare. Just going to change my car here to the one that I've been using. If I can find it, there you go, the WRX. And I've had 16 races now. I had a period where I had 3 races where I got punted off and started counting. I had 16 races where I got punted off and went from a reasonable position to last. However, in this race, we had a clean race. We had a great race. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's enough of the waffle. Let's just get straight into the video itself. I hope you enjoy this one. So this is the start of the race. We're starting off in 7th place. We've got Miles Sava in front of us. There's 5175 and a few others. And let's see how this particular race goes. So remembering I'm back down as a D-rated driver at the moment, I'm in with all sorts of different ratings and safety ratings, but I have still got my S rating, so I am clean. And what I really want to do is to keep this race as clean as I possibly can. So I'm just coming down to this first corner, keeping an eye on the car behind, right on my back tail, and I thought he was actually going to throw it up the inside. He didn't. I managed to hang it out around the outside. Thank you very much, shout out to Kushti for telling me not to brake quite so much through there. Behind me there's a lot going on. That guy looked like he was going to ram me. Luckily it ghosted, so that would normally have been a ram and I would have been off, and that would have been 17 out of 17 races. The guy behind me got a penalty. Thankfully we are still running and doing okay for the moment. At this point I'm just thinking, thank goodness I got through the first few corners. Les in front of us has just got a half-second penalty for corner cutting. Pushes Miles Sava, who I thought was going to come on and collect me, so I could actually back out of there ever so slightly. Got through the corner and tried to get into Miles Sava's slipstream for this long straight, and did we get it? I think we did actually get a bit of a slipstream here. A right train in front of him. So that's Les serving his penalty. Unfortunately, he unghosted, and I gave him a nice old punt to give him a bit of a kickstart down the straight, which he would probably be a thanked me for. Probably cursed me initially, but probably thanked me because I put him right in the back of this little gaggle. It looks like Charlie's getting mixed up in that one. My Savo's got through, Les has got through, so 2 places down, and I wasn't close enough to capitalise on that, but looking to do a clean race and to break this run of terrible races where I've been finishing last. I really was quite happy just to sit in this gap, and as you can see behind us there is quite a fair distance at the moment, so I've got a nice amount of space that we're in, and I thought, well, let's just settle down. This is only lap 2 of 6. There's a right battle going on in front of us with these 3 cars. Just take it easy, bide your time and see what happens. And unfortunately, as always with this track, I've managed to pick up a half-second penalty. So that's not going to help when Robert M is chasing me down. I'm going to be serving it next time. So after that penalty, I'm coming around that little section, trying to make sure that I can pick up a slipstream from Charlie in front of us. It looks like we did actually manage to do that, so that half-second penalty disappears quite quickly. Change down, change up, and we just really want to make sure that we're still in some clean air. We are, which is good. So coming down into the chicane, the cars ahead are a fair amount of distance away. The car behind Robert M is definitely catching me at this stage, and I've got one eye on the mirror, one eye on the cars in front of this time. And the cars in front do seem to be pulling away a little bit at the moment. I know that I am not fast enough through the chicane and over the top. It is an area where I'm losing a little bit of time. I'll make a bit of time up on back corner. Again, shout out to Kushdeep for the heads up on that one. And just trying not to cut that corner. I very often when I go across that bit of concrete in this race, throughout the week so far, I've been picking up a time penalty. So Charlie just got past Monsalvo, but that was a little bit of a barge there. I think Monsalvo's got a little bit uncomfortable, possibly a little bit angry, and went a little bit wide. So probably picking up a time penalty there. Yes, they did. Oh, they both collide into that corner. Looks like Monsalvo might have actually given him a nudge, left the door open. I thought I would go for it, and I did actually rub him, and I pushed him off. The fact that he was all over the place, I thought that I would take that. He has also got a penalty as well, and I thought as he was out of shape that he would have let me through. He didn't, and I did actually rub his door there, and I think I might have actually pushed him a little bit wide. I was in two minds as to whether I should have given the place back. I didn't on that instance, and he's now back into a battle with Robert M. So I felt a little bit uncomfortable about that one, if I'm perfectly honest. But we did press on, and we're in 5th position at the moment. Monsalvo's dropped to 7. Robert M has come up to 6, and he's actually closing on me pretty quickly. So that is something that we're going to need to watch. And unfortunately, the little gaggle of cars in front are getting away from me now. I think I did a little bit too much defending at this point rather than actually pushing it. But the lap times they're okay for a race. I mean, we're sitting at a 1:28 and a 1:29, so only 0.3 of a second in that, ignoring the first lap. So you know, I'm not overly dissatisfied at the moment. It looks like Monsalvo has actually made a move. Robert M is down to 8th now, so that wasn't so good, but Monsalvo is now chasing me. We're back into that little battle. Lap 4 of 6. Looks like I was serving a little bit of a penalty there, I think, from memory. Any which way, through this little section here, Monsalvo is so much faster than me. I was just watching him, catching me. He would brake a lot later, he had a better turn in, he'd come over the top, and so much quicker. And I think that the laps leading up to this one, he'd probably been watching how I was doing through this section and where I was quicker and where I was slower. Because, well, you wait and see what happens at the end of lap 6. So at this point, I am really pushing it. That's me in front, and I am trying so hard to keep this gap to Monsalvo behind me. Failing all of the time, but still, nevertheless, I am trying. Catching the car in front, looks like it's Visson now, but I'm going to be honest at this point, my concentration is more on the car behind and trying to defend corners, so watching my braking zones, just trying everything. I do get put under pressure, and that corner wasn't necessarily the best, but he is still behind us. Oh, he gets it a little bit out of shape there. That is going to give me a little bit of a breathing space. Alas, not quite enough, but he is in the Alpha, I believe. Can't actually see now. Oh yes, he is. He's in the Alpha. So I will have a little bit more speed at the end of this straight. But remember, he brakes later than I do. He's much better through this part here. I left him room there because I thought he was going to throw it up the inside. That made me slower on the exit. So I did leave room because I thought he was going to come through. He did back out, which was really nice. I've had a torrid week with people punting me off all the time. I'm driving so defensively. So if Monsalvo ever gets to see this video, massive thank you for backing out of that one. And sorry that I was so slow in front of me as we came out. No malice intended and no offence taken whatsoever. I am much slower than you. I'm just defending like absolutely crazy right now. But through this section I was relatively pleased. Got a good run over that corner. Nice exit. which I think saved me for this little run down into the next corner. Again, he's having a look, but doing the right thing, just backing out. I've got the corner, he's legging me through, and I was pushing it really hard here. So we're on lap 6, this is the end. I got it all wrong over that corner, which upset him a little bit, or upset the balance of his car. But we're now into this long drag, and at this point I'm thinking, right, I'm in front. I've got next to no gap. I've got a quicker car at the bottom, but he's going to be really, really quick through the bottom section here. What am I going to do? Well, I broke. I get a little bit wobbly on the way out. Not too bad from my point of view, but he's got so much speed. Over the top he comes. He's actually flashing his lights like Billy-O to come through, and he gets 5th on the line. So that move was always going to happen. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it. I did come through past him then, and I did actually get a thank you for the clean race from Marcelo at the end, which was really cool. We'll just see if I can just take this back a little bit and try a different view. I wonder if we're going to get a front view. So as we come through the chicane here, you can see he's already flashing his lights. I'm coming through. I am faster than you. As we go over the top, he's flashing his lights again, and then through he comes. So all the way through that complex, he was flashing his lights to say, I'm here, I'm coming through, and we were right together on the line. Absolutely loved that race, thoroughly enjoyed it. After 16 races of being punted off consistently, it was so nice to have a nice battle that was clean, that was hard fought, didn't particularly make up any positions, so it wasn't great from that point of view. But I was buzzing after this one, thoroughly enjoyed it, and yeah, it was good. It's what I needed. It was what I needed. So if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's a brand new channel for me, which I'm trying to grow, so all the subscribers are very much appreciated, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be fantastic. And then I will see you on another video coming very soon. For now, yep, this has been my best daily race B all week. Catch you later. Bye bye.